Many of our members and the general public have contacted me and other board members expressing concern about the recent articles regarding environmental issues on the Coosa River generally and Neely Henry Lake specifically. Hopefully this update will provide some perspective. First item we want to talk about are PFAS chemical contamination. They call them in the trade, I guess, PFAS. And don't ask me to say polyvinyl, vinyl fluoride, whatever. Gene can do that, but I can't. These substances are found in waterways across America, are indeed a cause for concern, and have been known to be in our waterways for many, many years. As more info has become available and testing has improved, the EPA, working with various state agencies, has been active over the past few years to identify affected locations and to take actions to address the issue. On Neely Henry Lake, once the issue was identified, Gas and Water Works installed charcoal filters in an attempt to meet EPA standards. Recently, the EPA tightened its standards, which caused a huge decrease in the health standard that they use to measure the water with, and it went, bear with me here, it is now at 0.004 parts per trillion water, and that's for PFO, and PFS is 0.02 parts per trillion. So I'm not downplaying that, I just want you to kind of keep it in mind. Those are their health advisory limits that just popped up, and that caused a lot of ruckus in the media. Actions are being taken to address the issue here on Neely Henry Lake. Gas and Water Works recently announced that they are going to install a reverse osmosis facility which should reduce PFAS percentage in the drinking water. By the way, it'll be the largest of its kind in the state of Alabama, will be here in Gadsden. The change in standards, like changing the rules in the middle of a game and subsequent readings, caused some very negative headlines and media coverage for Neely Henry Lake. And going over the available data, it appears that Neely Henry Lake, identified as having the highest concentration of PFAS, PFOS, etc. in Alabama, is not an accurate statement. The reality is that we don't know the test results from the other lakes on the Coosa River because Neely Henry was the only lake that was tested. Weiss Lake above Neely Henry Lake and closer to the source of contamination would logically have a higher result, but it wasn't sampled. Likewise, lakes below Neely Henry Lake were not sampled either, so we don't have any empirical data to compare in support of the headlines. What we do know for a fact is the cause of the PFAS contaminants being in our lakes to begin with, and that should be our collective focus. We have known for years that manufacturing in North Georgia and the resulting PFAS chemical discharge into streams and rivers is the cause of that measure. In essence, all lakes on the Coosa have been the recipients of PFAS pollution of which we have nothing to do with. To that end, the Gas and Water Works filed a lawsuit to stop the flow into the Coosa and consequently Neely Henry Lake and those downstream, and a settlement was recently reached. Although terms were confidential, what we do know is that Gadsden will be building a state-of-the-art reverse osmosis treatment facility at no cost to Gadsden, according to a news release, so you can read between the lines. The largest, again, of its kind in Alabama. So that's on the PFAS issue. There was also a big brouhaha that came out with the most endangered rivers in the United States, in America. And the Coosa River was declared to be the 5th most endangered river in America. Now that's an eye-catching statement, but based upon our research, there is no specific scientific data or testing to support the claim. The focus of the story was not PFSA related, but with environmental issues associated with nutrient loading, which can negatively impact water quality and is an unfortunate but very common occurrence due to changing environmental conditions. In other words, when the environment changes, you can have Nutrient loading, thank you. I had a little, it's my birthday today. I'm a year older, so bear with me. The entry, this is me now, the entry of the Coosa River was more like an essay contest, with the best essays being rated upon storyline, grammar, and so forth, and rated 1 through 10. So I'm not saying that rivers don't need attention, they certainly do. But to be picked the 5th out of the United States of America blows me away, especially when there's no backup data or anything that we could find in those articles. So if you want to go out and Google it and look for yourself, please do that. And if I'm wrong, tell me and I'll stand corrected. We are not downplaying the importance of keeping our waterways clean and healthy. We do have challenges, absolutely. Most importantly, we should all be pulling together based upon the goal of the Neely Henry Lake Association to preserve, protect, and improve life on the Coosa. We will continue to monitor the issues and will try to keep you all informed with the facts as they are available. Please consult our website, neelyhenrylake.org, for updates, and follow us on our Facebook page for the latest. So, I know I went over a lot and y'all were tired of hearing me read, but I just wanted to let you know that we're putting that together and we'll be making that available not only to you but to the public as well. So, that's that.